Good morning, everyone. I'm Jackie Romo, and I'm the president of Rocket Construction. Before we begin, I would like to introduce my team. Abel Lopez, our associate in charge of the Soft Plans Division. Nathan Pulliam, our associate in charge of the material and labor takeoff. Kara Phillips, our associate in charge of the house cost estimate and preparation of the specifications. And Jacob Smith, our superintendent. Rocket Construction is capable of building your home to meet your wishes and budget. We take pride in the process and the finished product. Rocket Construction is competitive and efficient. We will have a superintendent on the job site daily, and this will allow us to efficiently monitor and manage our project and schedule as needed.
Good morning, everyone. I am Abel Lopez, an associate with Rocket Construction. My role in the company revolves around the plans and drawings. I have provided plan sections. We utilize a computer program named Soft Plans to create drawing sections and a partial set of plans. We chose to use Soft Plans as our company has experience with the program and knows we can produce quality drawings. We deliver drawings that go beyond satisfactory. Soft Plans is also capable of producing an accurate materials list of the plans. Because of that feature, when drawing the plans, extra care was given to the walls and dimensions so that we may compare the computer-calculated stud count and square footage to our own manual takeoff. With the comparison of electronic and manual takeoff, our material list and thus their estimate is always accurate. When looking at the project merely from a business perspective, the plans have an electronic counterpart that is well suited for mass production. They can be modified within Soft Plans to each buyer's request. Soft Plans has another feature that we may utilize. For customer comfort, Soft Plans is capable of producing a rough 3D image of the house. This allows buyers to have a better idea of how the actual house will look before signing the contract. To summarize, our drawings are not only high quality, but serve to increase the accuracy of our estimates.
Good morning. I'm Nathan Pulliam, an associate with Rocket Construction. I've formed the material estimate takeoffs, and I also helped form the schedule with Jacob. The precise estimate was formed to show the quantity of items we will use for the house. A rough estimate was formed as a check against the precise estimate. Builders in our area use a rough estimate as a quick way to estimate the cost of the house and a check against their own precise estimate. We utilized an electronic takeoff from Soft Plans to also compare to the two takeoffs I did. We used Microsoft Office Excel to create the schedule. The schedule shows the task we're doing, start date, the end date, and the number of days it takes to complete the task. We use 5 working days per week with contingency days put in periodically. The start date for the building is March 1st, 2019, and the estimated end date is June 20th, 2019. This is important to you as our estimates reflect an accurate accounting of the total cost of the house. The schedule makes sure we are staying in the time frame we are committed to, and you are assured that the work will be done in the most efficient way possible. For these reasons, you should choose Rocket Construction. Thank you.
I'm Kara Phillips. As an associate with Rocket Construction, my role in the company is to finalize the estimate and prepare the specifications, as both are intertwined. The specifications state the materials listed used in the house and list cost allowances for some of the materials yet to be selected. We created this document by utilizing the DeWalt contractors' forms and letters and researching our local BIA for forms and documentation. Our specifications state the products being used in the house. This clarifies our responsibilities as a contractor and helps you understand the products and methods going into your new home. This allows Rocket Construction to meet and/or exceed the buyer's expectations. We explain the various items covered by the specifications, ensuring that the buyer understands this document. The buyer and one representative of our company will initial the bottom of each page, thereby acknowledging that they have read and understood the content of this document. This document then becomes binding to all parties as part of the contract documents. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jacob Smith, the superintendent of Rocket Construction. My role with the company was the labor and materials estimate, obtaining a precise estimate, collaborating with the work done by Nathan. In order to create an accurate schedule, we use local contractors We use local contractors, and the percent complete column will be updated daily to show the progress on the home. I used local suppliers for any prices not given with the project. This ensures the most accurate pricing possible. In all, the work that I've completed and the way that I accomplished my duties ensures the best and most efficient build out of the home. My associates and I researched, found prices and construction times from craftsmen in the industry, and assisted with the schedule so that we see the home getting built in the most efficient manner possible. Thank you.
Rocket Construction researched the town of Summerville, South Carolina's permitting process and fees and obtained a copy of the code book. So with this being said, we can assure you that your home will be built to meet all codes and permits and fees are up to date. Rocket Construction has been in existence since 2011 and continues as a 5-star builder. We have been a part of the industry long enough to understand the task that has been given. We are young enough to adapt and experienced enough to understand what it takes to build a quality home at a competitive price. Although we are not done, thank you for this opportunity, but we have a short video concluding our presentation.
Rocket Construction dedicates ourselves to building a wide spectrum of residential homes in an efficient manner while offering a reasonable price. Originated in Shelbyville, Kentucky, established in 2011, our company began as an extracurricular activity at Shelby County High School, but do not underestimate our work. Those 8 years of business are made a consistent developing and improving the home building process for the people. We know the home building process is difficult for newcomers and can be made easier for people who have been through the experience. Schedules are a big concern because you plan on moving in the day it is finished, but missed deadlines often push back the original date. When speed is increased, there are worries that quality will suffer. Money tends to compensate for both conveniences. Have no worries. Our schedule is set to give a guaranteed move-in date. We work with subcontractors that we have experience with. Therefore, they know and have the same high standard as us. Work completed on schedule with attention to detail. We guarantee this quality with a superintendent who persistently monitors the job site and ensures the team is working diligently. It is our promise to you that your dream home will be move-in ready on the scheduled date and within your budget. We have been accredited by many people who can also guarantee our work. Our company has been recognized by Louisville home builders and recognized by Kentucky State Legislature for our excellent quality of work. Begin the construction of your future home today and contact us if you want your biggest worry to be the color of paint.
Good job. So, full disclosure, I reviewed your binder last, and kind of, going through this process, you see a lot of drawings and you see a lot of stuff kind of thrown onto the pages, but at the end of it, I was completely impressed with everything you guys have done. I mean, this was outstanding work, and I was very excited to meet you guys because, quite honestly, this is outstanding. The sketches are great. The material estimates, your takeoff was great. I could follow where you decided where your decisions were. To me, it looks like you've been building with us for 20 years. Like, this is outstanding. I love it. The only thing one thing that you guys missed, and this is kind of silly, is your stair section doesn't meet South Carolina code. That's the only thing, 7 3/4 and 10. You guys were a little shallow on your risers. But other than that, this is years of experience beyond. You guys don't even know how far ahead you guys are. This is amazing.
Great job, guys. I like your superintendent wearing his boots. Got wearing the part there. So I'm a project manager myself, so I can relate to that. On your bonus room, just be careful with the stairs. It looks like we're coming up, and we're right on the edge of our knee wall, being 5'4", and then we angle up. So we just want to make sure that we have our 7-foot head clearance. So we're kind of shoved a little bit. So just be mindful of that. Estimate, there were just a few little things I caught. Shingles was per bundle instead of square. So just make sure that it looked like the overall total was right, but just your unit quantities. I had backsplash but no labor, so So just, I mean, I was nitpicking, so little things. Your schedule. Just your attic insulation, make sure that you do that second or third day of hang. That way you're insulated when you're taping and finishing. I would suggest painting and priming walls right after sanding. That way you're not have doors and base and everything you're already contending with. So just a little bit of schedule adjustment, but overall, great job.
Absolutely great job. I had asked the last team, so why, I think this is the epitome of what the construction management track, of why to have it. I want to commend you on just the resources you used and also your less attention to the drawings, providing exactly what you needed to by the description, providing the information on those drawings that you needed to do for the estimate and schedule. So you were able to concentrate your time not necessarily on the drawings, but be able to use the drawings in order to really concentrate on the construction management end of it. And I want to commend you amazingly. I'm going to actually make a correction on the stair set. I loved your stair section, by the way. It is supposed to be a box stair, so therefore typically you wouldn't have a 2x10 plate just in general. So is that what it was? So now actually, bear with me. Yeah, you had a 2x10 tread, which will be only a total of 9 1/4, and I think that's what you meant, 9 1/4 on your tread length.
Okay.
Okay, and with the nosing. By South Carolina code, it's can be 10 inches plus the nosing, and the riser itself is 7 3/4. So you actually end up using 7 inches on your riser, so you actually could have gotten a tighter stair. But the detail, just you have all the information on here. I loved your cut sections that you did through the garage. Really, really, really amazing thing. A typical wall section. It was nice and clean. Great job. And the thing I enjoyed the most was your highlighted hand plans and those on there. That was beautiful. It shows your thought process to us. We know your attention to detail because you shared that information. It's not necessarily a pretty picture to some people, but I loved it beyond belief. The only comment I would have to say is I think you could have copied the elevation and just put it in there. So, because again, for pricing, and you could even handwritten there vinyl siding or whatever it is, so we know that you were covering the elevation, but tremendous job.
Great set of working drawings. I like that you brought the details, and that's what we were after. There were some items on code, but you brought the details in. Next time you produce this book, save those little pockets. At least I didn't have to take them out like you've got them stuck inside. I was able to open them up, look at them, put them back in, but save your money on that. It is really nice, but just we don't need that. But it was a nice touch. One of the things I really liked about your layout, because I take this apart and I lay it all across the table, is you put your school's name on every page. That is so important. Next time, put the project name on it also, in case paper gets mixed between multiple projects. When we're having, in my office, I'm gonna have 5 or 6 jobs I'm looking at almost daily. And so I wanna make sure I put them in the right file. So put the project name on also. Nathan and Kara, who did the highlighting? Phenomenal discipline. Good job. That's how I do it myself. It's a way of making sure you covered everything and covered your bases. Great job. And then who did the shear wall? There was a plan in there with actually a shear wall plan showing the bolts needed to hold it down. Yes. Great job. Somebody did a little bit of research, but I liked it. It really showed that you guys paid attention to the codes. Thank you.
Well done. I'm going to echo what my fellow judges have said. And, who is involved with the estimate? Who? Just almost everybody? Okay. I can tell this is very professional, right? This is very real world. The level of detail is very well done. There's a couple things that I would add or do a little bit different, but those are semantics, right? There's small differences in opinion. In terms of how you buy things, it's very, very well done. So kudos to you for doing that. I do have a question about something in the estimate. Is you have insulation in your garage walls and ceiling. Are you insulating the exterior garage walls? Okay. Okay. Is that required? Okay. According to the specifications given, it's just conditioned space, so we don't need to insulate that garage. Some homeowners may decide to do that as an upgrade, but it wasn't required. Also, a quick question, in your miscellaneous lumber, you have a lump sum cost of $919 for lumber and waste. Can you explain to me a little bit more in detail what that item includes? So, so you're removing this amount? Okay. It's great to have that line item in there, right? I would just like to see that broken out a little bit more. Like maybe, you have X amount of 2x4s or X amount of 2x6s, for waste. Maybe you have that allocated. I love how you have that earmarked so that, hey, maybe we can go in there and reduce that waste somewhere else as a value engineering proposition. But I would like to I don't want to see any lump sum items in there, because that shows ambiguity and a little bit of mystery into the budget. And where there's mystery, there's money, is what I like to say. So overall, very, very good job. You should be very proud of yourselves. You got a minute if you want.
I just wanted to say, who did the detailed specification? And so evidently you've bought a house before and all of this with buyer's initial and builder's initial. That is so important of understanding exactly what, number one, to your subcontractors and everybody, of what people are buying. Also a clear level of specification, of your specification level. That is fantastic. The whole entire section, your notes, number of coats of primer, really amazing.
Good job. Well done.